Good evening, volleyball fans from the Sherwood Center on the campus of Whitman College in Walla Walla, where tonight George Ball Court will play host to the Battle of the Wits as Whitman College plays hosts to the Whitworth Pirates from Spokane. Both teams are coming off weekends where they split matches against Pacific and Willamette. Both teams defeated Pacific in straight sets last weekend, and both teams fell to Willamette last weekend. So coming off comparable outings last weekend. Looking at the standings, Whitworth is in second place in the Northwest Conference right now with an 8-2 conference record, 14-6 overall. Whitworth is currently fifth place in the Northwest Conference, a half game behind Willamette. 6-4 overall, 6-4 in the conference, 7-10 overall. UPS leads things up with a perfect 10-0 conference record. Coach Helm has to be excited about where his Blues are right now at 6-4 in the conference. Their final conference record last year was 5-11, and Whitman has 3 games remaining against teams below them in the standings. So really solid chance to put together a strong overall conference record this year as play goes on. All right, as the in-arena announcers are laying out the starting lineups for you. I'm not going to compete with him on that. Just taking a look at the overall stats here. It's pretty obvious that the Pirates come in with a very strong attack. They've got 4 attackers all with well over 100, in fact, all over 150 kills, including Blessed Okembo with 240 kills on the season. They're also an efficient offense with 4 hitters hitting over 200. So you're seeing really nice, clean attacking there by the Pirates. The Blues have certainly 2 attackers with over 100 kills, Arena Gushina and first-year Addie Belt. You've got both first-year Sammy Holmer and senior Lily Thompson tickling the 100 mark. Their most effective attacker clearly is Lily Thompson, hitting 286 on the season with her 95 kills. So Coach Helm really relies on her in very strategic places to put away good, clean attacks, and we saw a lot of that in the last homestand here a couple weekends ago. All right, the ref blows the whistle, gets the teams to the net for the pregame handshakes, and we'll get things ready to go here on George Ball Court. Only one change in the starting lineup from the last time we were with you here at Sherwood Center, and that is first-year Moana Massey will be starting in the setter position. Otherwise, you've got senior libero Jamie Bartok, senior middle blocker Lily Thompson, first-year outside hitter Sammy Holmer, first-year outside hitter Addie Belt, sophomore outside hitter Arena Gushina, and first-year middle blocker Kendall Herman. Bartok will be wearing the libero jersey for the Blues as they take the court. And starting things off on court for the Pirates, you've got number 5, I believe. Let me see if I can actually see everybody's jersey numbers. No, number 5. Yes, there she is. Number 5, Lindsay Short. Number 9, Blessed Okembo. Number 10, Riley Harnden. Number 11, Alyssa Baird. Number 13, Lauren Kramer. And number 14, Josephine Thompson. And of course, we'll see the first rotation substitutions here. And as libero Olivia Paul steps in for the Pirates, and Kramer will sit down for the first rotation here. As the referee checks the first rotation, clears Bartok to sub in for Lily Thompson here in the first rotation. And we are seeing the teams huddle up for the final time as we get ready to play. I'm Jay Kratulis. I'm happy to be back with you here for this exciting game of this match between the Wits here at Sherwood Center. The Pirates will serve first as first-year Alyssa Baird puts the ball into play. Sammy Holmer gets a swing on that ball, a little further back from the net than she would have liked for that first attack into the net, and it's a point to the Pirates. Kushina's pass there, a little off kilter, forcing Moana to scramble for it, unable to track it down and put the ball back in play. All right, Pirates serve again. Here we get Massey gets a nice serve up, attack from Holmer, deflected off the Whitworth wall and fielded nicely. Relatively easy ball back into play. Another attack from Holmer, dug easily by the Pirate defense. A little roll attack there from Okembo. Belt returns the favor. Good play here. Both teams engineering their attack. Really nice little flick by Lindsay Short, junior outside hitter there for the Pirates. Deflecting off the Blues wall and out of play for another Pirate point. Pirates lead 3-0. Really nice quick set there from Massey to first-year Kendall Herman. Puts the quick swing on it and down just inside the sideline for side out to the Blues. Sammy Holmer will go back to kick things off for the Whitman service. Holmer drives the deep serve. The big hitter there, Okembo for the Pirates, gets deflected off the Whitman wall and out of bounds for side out to the Pirates. Libero Olivia Paul back to serve now for Whitworth, up 4-1. Bartok with a nice pass there to Massey. Kushina gets her first swing of the game, fielded by the Pirates. Relatively free ball here for the Blues. Big swing by Addie Belt, but off the Whitworth wall. Kushina drives the deep hit, deflected off the Whitworth libero. She's unable to field it cleanly, and that's out of bounds, side out to Whitman. Bardoc's back to serve now for Whitman, trailing 2-4. Wow, Kemba with a big attack. Fortunately, Bartok's dig is hard off the rafters here at the Sherwood Center. And it's point side out to the Pirates. Two subs in for the Pirates, Paige McKenzie and Maya Rodriguez in for Whitworth. Rodriguez back to serve for Whitworth. Rodriguez, a senior out of Anaheim, California. Kushina's attack a little short. But it's deflected off the Whitworth wall and out of bounds for the side out to the Blues. So we'll take that. And first year Addie Belt back to serve with that side arm. Serves Akembo. Quick set to big Lauren Kramer, 6'1" junior from Snoqualmie, and she puts it down authoritatively for the Whitworth point. It's side out to the Pirates. And senior Rachel Cram is in to serve for the Pirates. Oh, excuse me, I misread that. Nope, I got that right. Sheena gets another swing on that one, but dug nicely. Good block there by the Whitman wall. Whitman now has a chance to, a little flick attack there across the net. Oh, wow, nice placement on that attack by Paige McKenzie there from the Pirates. First year out of Boise. She just rolled that ball to the deep back corner, and Coach Helm wants to take a timeout. Blues down 7-3. Wanted to keep this from getting too out of hand. Keep it within reach. The Blues definitely have the skills to hang with the Pirates here, so just got to anticipate, see what they're doing. Clean up a little on their own side of the thing. Some of the passing, especially on serve receive, has been not quite as clean as I'm sure Coach Helm would like to see. You want to put Massey in a better position to to make clean sets to her attackers. There haven't been that many opportunities yet in this first set. So that's a place for ready improvement here by the Blues. Hey, make sure you join the Whitman community this week for 2 exciting days of philanthropy, tomorrow and Thursday, for our annual All-In campaign. Funds raised go towards team travel and operations, scholar athlete recruitment, everything that enhances the Blues experience for scholar athletes. You can make a gift at give.whitman.edu/all-in. As we're back on court and ready to resume play, it's Rachel Cram back to serve again for Whitworth. And the referee signals to serve. Nice running attack there by Lily Thompson. Tough block there. Really nice anticipation of the Whitman wall there by the Pirates. Just kind of a little dink attack and left the Blues scrambling to recover it. It was a nice set there from Massey to Gushina on the left side. She gets her first really square, solid swing of the match and puts it away for the side out to Whitman. And Gushina will go back to serve with the Blues now trailing 8-4. She drops that short serve in. Another little roll attack from the Pirates, fielded nicely. Addie Belt, big swing on the right side, but it sails a little bit wide. And that's a side out back to the Pirates. And Olivia Paul back to serve for the Pirates. That attack is down, unsuccessful from Holmer. And it's a point to the Pirates. Blues really looking to get some cleaner swings on the ball. That's going to be a free ball across to the Pirates. Big attack. Wow, okay, well, we'll take that. The dig by Gushina sails over all the Pirates players and drops inbounds behind the back line for a side out to Whitman. And we see Lauren Fogliani, sophomore out of Bothell, into serve now. Another dig from Gushina, nicely passed. That set from Massey to Sammy Holmer on the left side. Really nice attack there. Whitworth wall out of bounds for the point Whitman. A much cleaner sequence there of pass, set, and attack. As Fogliani puts the ball back into play. Outstanding defense there by Sammy Holmer. Kendall Herman also there, but I think that was all Holmer rejecting that Whitworth attack, and it's a point to the Blues, who now trail 7-10 as Fogliani will serve once more. Good reaction there by the Blues. Holmer gets it. Oh, that is unfortunately going to be 4 touches there to the Blues. Good scramble on that block back by Whitworth, but couldn't quite field the ball back into play. And that's side out to the Pirates. Senior Josephine Thompson back to serve for Whitworth. A little quick sneak attack there by Massey on the set. Another nice block there from Holmer. Excellent defense there, rejecting the Whitworth attack, and it's side out to the Blues. And first year Massey back to serve now. Massey out of Missoula, Montana, seeing her first home start of the year. Drops the short serve in front of the Pirate front line. That attack rejected by the Whitman wall. The Blues scramble to get the deflected ball over and back into play. Great hustle by Bartok there with a nice pass on the dive to Massey. Nice. And Massey sets it up for the kill. There's Addie Belt on the kill there. Massey back to serve again. Blues just down 2, 11-9. The back set there. Good reaction by the Blues. Bartok sets Belt. Good attack. Relatively free ball here for the Blues. Looking at, there's the backline swing for Gushina. Off the tape and drops to the floor for a nice little bonus point from the Blues. She got a nice swing on that. Got a little assist from the top of the net, but we'll take that. And now the Blues trail by just 1, 11-10. As Massey serving again. Oh, big swing there by 6'1" Lindsay Short, junior out of Republic, Washington there for the Pirates. Okembo returns to the lineup. Rachel Cram takes a seat. Melissa Baird back to serve for the Pirates. Good pass there by Gushina, who rejected by the Whitworth wall. Back set to Holmer. That's off the Whitworth wall. Great dive by the libero. Really excellent hustle by the Pirates. Big attack by first-year Herman. Great defense there by the left side of the Whitman wall. Holmer with the big attack from the right side, deflecting off the Pirate wall and out of bounds. Really nice sequence by both teams there. Attacking in system and defending well. Attractive volleyball as Holmer serves now. Again, Blues down 1. Well, that backline attack is not successful for the Pirates. And it's a tie game at 12-all as Holmer is back to serve again. Punishing free serve routine. A little quick flick over by the setter for the Pirates. Kembo gets that ball back, but her attack is rejected by the Whitman wall. Another swing by Akembo. She puts that one down, and it'll be side out to the Pirates. She's listed as 5'8" on the roster, but Akembo really gets up there and gets solid swings on the ball virtually every opportunity. Little running flick there out of necessity by Belt. Whitworth cannot reciprocate, and that falls to the net, and it's a side out to the Blues, as we'll see Lily Thompson return and Fogliani take a seat. As Bartok's back to serve for Whitman, knotted up at 13. Great rejection there by Thompson and Belt on the right side of Akembo's attack. And that is a point to the Blues, who now lead 14-13. Really nice job by Whitman here, riding out the early advantage for the Pirates. Thompson wisely put that ball back over, didn't let it get any more awkward. Massey's got the chance for a nice set, and a big swing by Gushina. Sails into the rafters. Free ball coming over. Bartok to Massey. Quick attack by Lily Thompson. Massey back sets Addie Belt. Gets a big swing on it, but it's dug out by the Pirates. Nice dig by Bartok. Gushina with the attack. The diving Alyssa Baird unable to field it for the Pirates. The Blues take a 2-point lead, and Coach Katie Bodecker wants a timeout for the Pirates, as we see great momentum for Whitman here going into this break. Today's game is being brought to you by Flow College, the essential destination for college conference partners in Division 1, 2, and 3, which packages live event streams and rich editorial content into one accessible product. It is the leader in streaming for Division 2 and 3 sports and the #1 provider of women's sports at these levels, with more than 9,000 games slated for the 2025-2026 season. With Flow College, subscribers have the most comprehensive and personalized access to select college conferences, schools, and teams across all leading web, mobile, and connected TV applications. Really impressed with the Blues' recovery here in that second phase of the first set. A little ragged at the start. They really weren't getting the passes to Massey very cleanly for sets. And it was a little bit of a mad scramble there for that first 10 or 12 points. But they have really cleaned things up and given the Blues attackers chances to get good swings on the ball. And we've seen it pay off. The Blues taking a 2-point lead now and still holding serve here in Jamie Bartok's hands. As the horn sounds. Quick conversation, the official with the scorers table here as we wait for action to resume. All right. The ref indicates ready for play, and here we go. Ooh. Quick set, big swing by Lauren Kremer. Cleanly to the floor. Well struck by the Pirates. They take the side out and trail by one as Maya Rodriguez back to serve for the Pirates. Homer with a nice pass there. Quick set to Lily Thompson. Great attack there by the Blues. Didn't give the Pirates time to react there. And it's side out to the Blues for Addie Belt to serve. 2-point leaders now, 16-14. Kembo takes a little off that one and flicks it over the Whitman wall for a successful attack and a side out to the Pirates. She'll sub out. And Rachel Cram, the 5'5" senior from LaConner, will check in to serve. Graham serves Bartok. Nice running attack there by Lily Thompson. The net tape helped the Whitworth defender there. Nice scramble by the Blues. Free play here for the Pirates. Little flick attack. Calling a net violation there, I believe. Or a double hit. Maybe a double hit was the call. And that's point to the Pirates. Big swing by Lily Thompson. It's into the Whitworth wall, but down on the Whitworth side of the net. She got all of that one on the nice set from Massey. Gushini will go back to serve with a 1-point lead for the Blues. Deep serve from Marina. Long set to the left side attacker. A little bit of a scramble there by the left side, but the ball's gotten over. Big attack there from Lauren Kremer. And she'll take the serve now with it all knotted up at 17. Good eye by the Whitworth receivers there, choosing to let that one sail long and out of bounds. As Fogliani and Herman return, giving Lily Thompson and Bartok a break. Fogliani will serve with the Blues up one again. That one's deflected by the Whitman wall, but unable to be dug out. Side out to the Pirates. And a couple of subs there for Whitworth, including Josephine Thompson coming in to serve for Whitworth. Nice pass there by Gushina. Massey gets a nice set across to Sammy Holmer. Takes a little off that one, but drives it deep to the court. And the Pirates unable to field it. And the Blues take the serve and a 1-point lead. Moana Massey back to serve. Another big swing by the Whitworth front line. This time it's Lindsey Short, the junior from Republic, Washington. Solid attack. And it's Alyssa Baird to serve for the Pirates as it's all knotted up at 19 again. There, a little sneak attack by Holmer over the Whitworth wall and down to the floor. Olivia Paul unable to dig it on the dive, and Holmer's back to serve for Whitman. Up one again. Big attack by Akembo, rejected by the wall. Good scramble here. Massey sets Gushina. Her attack sails into the rafters. Lucky break there for Whitworth. Free ball here for Whitman. Sets Gushina again. Oh, but that attack goes wide and was apparently untouched by the Whitworth defenders. I think Coach Helm thought that ball was touched, but it's side out to the Pirates, 20-all. Libero Olivia Paul back to serve, sophomore out of Spokane. A flick attack there by Herman on the quick set. Nice scramble there. Set to Gushina. That ball is down and in. On the line. Nice swing there by Gushina. A little bit of a mad scramble on that point, so Blues happy to take that side out. Thompson checks back in, and Fogliani checks to the sideline. Bardock back to serve now with a 1-point lead for the Blues. Deep serve. Not well taken by the Pirates. Akembo just tries to put that ball over the net and puts it long. A little unforced error there by the Whitworth attacker. Whitworth takes their second time out of the set here as they're down 22-20. And the Blues will be serving again when we come back. Visit www.whitmanblues.com for all your up-to-date information on Whitman athletics, including current team schedules and student-athlete features. Also follow Whitman Athletics on X, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Really come back nicely. And every time Whitworth has punched, the Blues have counterpunched. They've been performing well when their attacks are coming in system, but they've also been scrambling really well. I think particularly their receiving serve has been much better after these first 10 or 12 points. You're seeing the passes come much more cleanly into positions to be set up for cleaner, more effective attacks. The horn sounds, and the referee indicates we're ready to play, and Bartok puts the ball back into play. That big attack by number 13, Lauren Kremer, is rejected by the Whitman wall. And it's a point to the Blues. 23-20 now with Bartok serving once more. Drives that serve deep. Akembo gets that attack, and it is wide. Untouched by the Whitman wall, and Whitman has 4 set points here, well, 3 set points, leading 24-20. Another nice serve from Bartok. Oh, that beautiful little flick attack there from Kremer, just right over the fingertips of the Whitman blockers, and nobody from the Whitman backline is able to get to it in time, and they save 1 set point, side out, and Maya Rodriguez, senior, is back to serve for the Pirates. As the Whitman crowd here gets into it, chanting Blues, Blues, Blues. Great receive of serve there, great attack from Gushina defended by the Pirates. Oh, and senior Lily Thompson with a little assist from the net tape. But we'll take it. That falls to the floor inbounds, and it is first set to the Blues, 25-21. Great start for Whitman. Real, again, compliments to the Blues cleaning things up after those that first segment of the first set leading up to that first timeout by Coach Helm. Those last 2 points of the set there, especially that Whitworth serve at 24-21, was just excellent receive of serve. That pass went right to Massey. She was able to set up a clean attacking opportunity. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Hopefully we can get some first set statistics for you. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to the George Ball Court at the Sherwood Center here in Walla Walla, Washington for set 2 of the Battle of the Wits as Whitman takes down the first set 25-21. Pretty even, 16 kills for Whitman on 45 attacks, 15 kills for Whitworth on 50 attacks. Whitworth with 7 hitting errors versus 5 for the Blues. So really nice clean attack. Whitman hitting 244 on that set. That's a significant step up from their season average 152, so really glad to see that. Assists pretty even, 15 for Whitworth, 14 for the Blues. Nobody with a service ace yet, so nice job by both teams on receive of serve. For the Blues, we got Sammy Holmer, first year leading it off. Irina Gushina's got 6 kills. Sammy Holmer's got 4. Senior Lily Thompson's got 3. Addie Belt 2, and Kendall Herman has 1. Thompson 3 kills on 6 total attempts, and no errors, so she's hitting 600 for that first set. Really nicely done. And the Blues will start off set number 2 with the serve as Sammy Holmer bangs that ball to the ground and puts it in play. Whitworth forced to just put the ball over. Gushina with a big attack that comes right back over the net. Oh, a little overpass there, but nice dig by Addie Belt. That attack by Gushina deflects off the Whitworth wall and out of bounds for the Whitman point. As Holmer's back to serve again. Nice recovery there from that overpass. Put down by Whitworth, but dug out nicely by the Blues. A little scramble by Whitworth here, and Whitman will have a good opportunity to attack again. The back set to Belt. That's dug. That comes over. Ooh, little. Whitman definitely wanted more out of that opportunity than they got. Okay, a little ragged here for both teams. Nice play by Gushina there, letting that one loop over and out of bounds just outside the sideline. And the Blues take an early 2-0 lead in set number 2. Holmer served, unable to be handled by Olivia Paul. That pass goes awry, and it's 3-0 Blues. Another struggle on the receipt of serve there from Whitman. Holmer is the leading server now for the Blues with 22 service aces on the season. She's served another couple of nice, neither of those is an ace, but both are really nice service winners. As the Pirates struggle a little bit again to get a good attack. That dig is a little overpass. Good scramble by the Blues. Both teams really. Wow, big rejection by Kendall Herman in the middle. As that ball is summarily returned to sender on the Pirates side, and the Pirates want a timeout. Coach Bodecker really wants to talk about her team as they're down 5-0 at the start of the second set. Really strong start to the second set here by the Blues. Some of the sequences within points hasn't been to either team's particular liking. A lot of scrambling, not a lot of attacking in system, but the Blues have gotten the better of the action. Some really strong serves from Holmer and some really nice opportunistic swings by the Blues attackers. Our many thanks to the W Club for its support of our Whitman student athletes and athletics programs. The W Club exists to enhance excellence in varsity athletics and the student athlete experience, as well as help fund assistant coaches, international travel, and operating expenses. Head over to www.whitmanblues.com to make a donation or to become a W Club member. The Blues back on the court, certainly fired up. Bartok, Massey, Belt, Herman, Gushina, and Kendall Herman still with the ball in her hand for the serve. As the Pirates return to the court, it's Okembo, Short, Breezy Dodson in the libero jersey now. We have Lauren Kremer out there, and I'm missing the last number, Alyssa Baird. That attack is off the Whitman wall and down for a Pirates side out. They take their first point of the set. And it will be Lauren Kremer back to serve for the Pirates. She loops a high serve. That ball's, oh boy, little scramble there. The Blues were all packed up around that ball, and Holmer got a paw on it but was unable to control it, get it back into play, and that's a point for the Pirates. Now trailing 5-2. Bartok underpasses a little bit there. Gushina just puts the ball over. I believe that may have gone outside the antenna there, I believe was the call, and that's a side out to the Blues. Bartok will serve now for Whitman. That attack by Okembo is off the Whitman wall, but the Whitman players are unable to locate the deflection in time, and it falls to the floor for a side out to the Pirates. Pirates serving now down 6-3 as Maya Rodriguez is back to serve for Whitworth. Good little deep attack there by Lily Thompson. That's off the Whitworth wall and down again. quick consult there between Thompson and Belt. Get things squared away at the net. Pirates now down just 2. Rodriguez serves again. Bartok with a long set to Gushina, and she drives it into the back corner for the Whitman point. Side out to the Blues. As Addie Belt's back to serve now for Whitman. Belt drives it hard. A little awkward there off the net. Whitworth puts a little sneak attack there by Massey. Belt dives for it, but the ball sails out of bounds. It's a side out to the Pirates. As Cram checks in for Okembo, and she'll serve. Pirates down just 2 again, 7-5. Slight overpass, and Moana Massey chooses to just put that ball over. Good rejection there by the Whitman wall. Holmer digs that. Nice pass. Whitman not able to get a good swing on that one. Good deflection there by the Whitman right side. Nice dig there by Addie Belt. Big swing from the back row by Sammy Holmer. Another dig by Belt. Neither team getting a full-on attack here. Oh, but nicely placed there by Paige McKenzie for the Pirates. Takes a little pace off it, puts it deep in the corner for the Whitworth point. And Pirates have closed it to 1 now, 7-6. As Cram is serving again. Sheena gets a big swing on that. It comes right back over, and Massey's unable to corral it. And it's all tied up at 7, and Coach Helm wants a timeout to talk about it now, as the Pirates have found their juju here in the second set and knotted things up at 7. The Blues are back in action on Friday night here at the Sherwood Center against Linfield. And then Halloween weekend, the Blues volleyball team will be home versus Lewis and Clark and George Fox on Friday and Saturday. So that's Halloween night, and then November 1st. Men's and women's soccer play at Whitworth tomorrow. That's Wednesday. And then they play at home versus Linfield on Sunday. Whitman swimming kicks off their season with the alumni meet on Saturday here at the BFC pool. All right, the Blues break huddle. Good energy. This team was really resilient. You don't see a lot of shifts in the mood. Whether they're having a huge blowout set like their final set the other night, or a nail biter like the first set here, or the second set now, that it's all knotted up. They keep doing what they do. And it's Cram back to serve again for the Pirates. Massey sets Gushina for that one. That might have sailed long, but the Pirates chose a really nice read there by Alyssa Baird on the left side of the Whitworth line, front line, just rolling that over the Whitman wall for another point to the Pirates. That's a low, hard serve. Great quick set there from Massey to Lily Thompson. She got a fantastic swing on that ball and drives it to the floor for the Whitman side out. Gushina will be back to serve now with the second set knotted up at 8. That attack doesn't make it over the net. Right back at the Pirates for a point to the Blues. It's nicely set, but Baird just didn't get the swing she would have wanted on that ball, and Gushina will serve again with a 1-point lead. Big attack there from Riley Harnden, sophomore out of Kashmir. She immediately subs out. This is Breezy Dodson now with the libero jersey on. First year from Puyallup serves. Sammy Holmer gets her first swing in a while. Dug nicely by the Pirates. Massey with another quick set to Thompson. That one handled by the Whitworth front line. That deflects off the combo there of Thompson and Massey. And Holmer's unable to get to it on the dive. And it's point to the Pirates, serving now up 1, 10-9. Big swing by Thompson. That's a little bit of an overpass there from Massey. Unfortunately, set the Whitworth attacker more so than the Whitman attacker. And Whitman pays the price there, as the Pirates put that down for another point and a 2-point lead. Belt's pass goes awry, but Gushina tracks it down. Free ball coming here for the Pirates. Nice dive there from Addie Belt to dig that one out. Again, Blues forced to just play it over the net. Big swing there from Alyssa Baird, deflects off the Whitman blockers and out of bounds. We're going to see a sub here at the setter position. This junior Malia Ferraro from Spokane is going to come in and give Moana Massey a little bit of a break. Ferraro's first opportunity is a set to Holmer, but that's deflected by the Whitworth wall. That attack from Whitworth doesn't make it over the net. That substitution immediately pays off there for the Blues. All right, Herman and Fogliani return to the court. Bartok and Lily Thompson sit. Fogliani will serve with the Blues down 2, 10-12. Big swing there by Lauren Kremer. Off the Whitman defenders and down. Fogliani out, Bartok in. Josephine Thompson now, senior out of Manson, Washington, in to serve for the Pirates. Whitman have to scramble there as that pass on serve receive isn't where they would like it to be. That one paints the line for the Pirates. And they take the point to lead by 4 now, 14-10. Thompson puts the ball back into play. Belt down low. That overpass is unfortunately dunked by the Whitworth front line. Whitman looking to clean up their serve receive here a little bit again in the second set. It was a little ragged at the start of the first set, and in the middle of the second set, it's gone a little ragged again. That's a much better pass. Unfortunately, the not quite sync there between Ferraro and Herman. And Herman didn't get quite as hard a swing as she would have liked on that one. Coach Helm wants to take a timeout and talk this over as the Blues are suddenly find themselves down 6. Definitely a jagged first half of set number 2 here for the Blues. Looking to get better passes to their setter. We're not seeing a lot of clean swings on the ball at the net from Whitman. The Pirates have definitely had the better part of the attack here in this second set. Join the Whitman community for 2 days of exciting days of philanthropy this week, tomorrow and Thursday, for our annual All-In campaign. Your support goes toward team travel and operations, scholar-athlete recruitment, and everything that enhances the Blues experience for our scholar athletes. Make a gift at give.whitman.edu/all-in. And if you're local, come to Quirk Brewing out at the airport on Thursday night. I believe it's from 5 to 7. My wife, Christy Kratulis, former W Club board president and Whitman tennis alum, and I will be hosting a little appreciation session there. So come celebrate Whitman Blues athletics. You have the opportunity to give a little, enjoy a little cold refreshment. Taco truck, good things like that. We'd love to see you out there at Quirk Brewing, 5 to 7 on Thursday night, as the Pirates are ready to put the ball back into play. A little overset there Again, that ball's a little closer to the net than Holmer wants it. She's been forced to just kind of flick both those attacks over. And unfortunately, the Whitworth players return the favor with an intentional flick back over the wall. And we're going to see Massey sub back in for Aro take a seat. Tough break there as the serve from the Pirates deflects off the tape. Nobody able to field it cleanly for the Blues. And it's another point to the Pirates, who now are up 18-10. There's a really nice set from Massey to Holmer. Boy, the Pirates are really reading the room, though. They see the Blues wall in place, and that roll attack just sails right over the wall and down to the floor for another point and another service opportunity here for Josephine Thompson. The Blues are the Pirates are just racking up points here on Thompson's serve. Gushina, lackadaisical there on that serve receive. Ball just rolls off her hand. She knows it, but Blues just got to clean it up. There we go. Okay, this may be the break the Blues desperately needed. Service error there by the Pirates. They're going to try to break that momentum there for the Pirates, as Massey now goes back to put the ball back into play for Whitman, now trailing 11-20, and 9-point trailers here in the second set. Good dive by Massey there to dig that Whitworth attack. Nice swing by Holmer. And the Whitman wall. Kendall Herman rejects that attack from the Pirates. And it's a point to the Blues. Massey back to serve again. The Blues trailing 8 now. Let's see them string together some points here and bring this second set back into contention for the Blues. Good cross-court serve there from Massey. That roll attack. Good scramble by the Blues. Oh, no. Miscommunication there at the Blues front line. As Holmer, Herman, and Belt played a game of you got it. And in the end, none of them got it. And it's side out to the Pirates. Alyssa Baird puts the ball in play. There's the first swing that we've seen Addie Belt able to take in a while. On a really picture-perfect set there from Moana Massey. That's what the Blues have been lacking here this second game, this second set. See them continue to clean that up and get some good swings on the ball. And there's Sammy Holmer serving again. And there's another point on Holmer's serve. You'll remember Holmer opened things up nicely the last time she served. Ooh, big swing by Akembo there. It's off the Whitman wall. They're unable to dig the deflection up. And it's a side out to the Pirates now. 22-14 as Lauren Kremers back to serve. Drives that one deep and out of bounds. Good judgment there by the Whitman back line. Fogliani checks out. And Lily Thompson checks in. And Bartok is back to serve for Whitman. Now trailing 15-22. Great dig by Massey there. Bartok will set Belt. That's dug out by the Pirates. The attack from Lindsay Short is deflected off the Whitman wall. Gushina gets a good swing on that one. That's dug by the Pirates. Now Massey sets Belt. She gets a nice look at it. It is off the Whitworth front line. The combo of Harnden and Okembo unable to keep that in play for the Pirates, and it's a point to the Blues. Bartok serving again, down 6. Big swing from Akembo there, off Addie Belt and out of bounds. To the Pirates, the side out. It's Mackenzie and Rodriguez sub in. Short and Thompson check out, and it's Rodriguez back to serve. And boy, she was on a tear the last time she had the ball in her hand for service. So let's see if the Blues can cut it a little short. That little short serve And another little miscommunication there between the two Blues attackers. Ulmer and Gushina were worried about running into each other, and neither of them is unable to dig that serve out. Nicely placed. And the net has a say in this one, but the Blues are able to field it. Belts attack, this time rejected by the Harnden-Akembo combo on the left side. And that's the second set to the Pirates, 25-16. Blues looking to regroup here after a little ragged second set. Started strong, but really fell behind and were unable to clean things up and claw back. Let's see if switching back to the original side of the net will be kind of them. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in just a few.
Sarah Marshall. I'm a senior politics and environmental studies major, and I work with the Career and Community Engagement Center as the student leader for our community partnerships. It has provided me with a lot of opportunities to work.
My name is Kane Ryan. I am a junior biochemistry, biophysics, and molecular biology major, and I am a fish culture technician at the CTUIR's Mussel and Lamprey Lab. I think growing up in the Pacific Northwest, just being surrounded by so many streams and lakes and river systems, and never really knowing what was going on in there always got me really curious and interested in what was happening below the surface. Pacific lamprey and freshwater mussels aren't considered species of interest by most organizations. We have the opportunity to study these species in way more depth than anywhere else in the world.
Welcome back to the Sherwood Center here in Walla Walla, where the Battle of the Wits is all knotted up at a set apiece after Whitworth takes set 2, 25-16. Definitely not trending in the right direction there for the Blues statistically. Well, the Pirates were better attacking in the second set. 15 kills again, same as the first set, but only 5 hitting errors for the Pirates in that second set. The Blues only 5 kills against 3 hitting errors on, 34 attempts there in the second set. So Whitman really struggling to get good swings on the ball. Only 5 assists, of course, for the Blues in that second set as well. After 2 sets, Gushina still leads the way with 8 kills. Addie Belt, Sammy Holmer, Lily Thompson all credited with 4 now, and Kendall Herman with the single kill. Sammy Holmer now credited with 3 service aces now. After that nice streak of serving there to start the second set. But the Blues unable to sort of hold the momentum there that they started out strong with there as the Pirates regrouped and really surged there after finding themselves in that early hole in set number 2. Teams back on the court and will be coming out here, returning to play. Whitworth will serve from the third to start the third set, as it looks like it is largely the same way for both teams. We've got Okembo, Harnden, Baird, Kramer, Paige McKenzie, and Maya Rodriguez on court for the Pirates, but we're going to see Libero, Breezy, Dodson check in, and Riley Harnden take a seat. For the Blues, we have Addie Belt, Kendall Herman, Sammy Holmer, Gushina, Massey, and now Jamie Bartok as she subs in the Libero jersey here at the start of set 3 for the first rotation. Blues players with their high fives, heads up, not hanging their heads at all after that second set got away from them. And here we go as Rodriguez puts that ball into play. Gushina with a pretty good quick receive. That's called a carry, unfortunately, on Herman on that attack. And that is point to the Pirates. Rodriguez has had the hot hand at service for the Pirates. Good dig by Bartok. And that really nice set there by Massey behind her. The back set to Sammy Holmer. Gets a big clean swing on that ball and knots it up at 1. Sammy, as is her tradition, smacks that ball like it owes her money and then puts it into play. Great driving serve dug by Okembo. She'll just punch the ball over. Almost overpassed by Holmer. A little back and forth here at the net. Flick, flick, flick. And now big swing by the Pirates. Deflected, rejected by Gushina, and stays in bounds for the point to the Blues. Take a 2-1 lead here on Holmer's serve. Good scramble there by the Pirates. Keep that ball in play. Blues have a free attack at this. Herman is unable to get a lot of paw on that one. Belt with a little flick attack to the deep corner, fielded by the Pirates. Okembo just kind of flicks the ball over herself. Backline swing from Holmer, dug out nicely by Rodriguez. And Holmer goes to the floor for that one. Gushina gets a swing on it. Okembo rolls it over the Whitman blockers. Set back to Belt. Cross-court attack is dug out by Rodriguez. Okembo with another swing, and that one sails long, untouched by the Blues. And after a long point with lots of back and forth, that hitting error from the Pirates gives the point to Whitman. Holmer serves again, up 3-1 for the Blues. Holmer drives that one off the hands of Okembo. It's into the rafters, and a free ball coming for the Blues. Bartok to Massey, setting Gushina. The big attack off of Rodriguez and out of bounds for the Whitman point. Solid start to set number 3 here for the Blues. Holmer, another deep driving serve. That attack comes right back at Lauren Kremer. And the Blues once again are opening a set strong, taking a 5-1 lead early. We want to see him hold this momentum this time, as Holmer prepares to serve again. A deep serve with a lot of pace across the court. That Okembo attack Nicely fielded by the Whitman. Oh, wow. Big block there by Lauren Kremer on the front line. Arena got a nice swing on that ball, but that was just a really well-placed block, and it's a side out to the Pirates. Rachel Cram back to serve for Whitworth. Kushina with a nice pass to Massey, gets the ball back, and her swing. Oh, that's called out of bounds. That is a tough break for the Blues. The Whitman crowd does not like it, but that doesn't matter, and it's a serve for the Pirates now at 5-3. Good way to adapt there by Kendall Herman. That one sent back by the Whitman wall. Belt just puts that ball over. A little bit of scrambling there by both sides. That's unfortunately going to be called a carry there. That one just kind of fell into the pocket there. Nothing Arena could do with that one. And it's momentum now back to the Pirates here, trailing just 5-4 as they'll put the ball back into play. Kushina's pass a little askew. Massey gives the free ball over to Whitworth. That attack sails long, out of bounds, well past the back line. And it's a side out to the Blues. As Lily Thompson will check in for Kendall Herman. And Jamie Bartok will be back to serve for the Blues. Whitman 2-point leaders. The quick flick, nicely fielded by Thompson. Set across to Kushina, off the Whitworth wall and out of bounds for the point to Whitman. (7-4) now as Bartok serves. Deep down the line, relatively free ball coming. That should have been 4 hits. I don't think that ball made it over. Massey sets Kushina off the Whitworth wall. Fielded. Big swing coming there. That deflects off the Whitman wall for the side out to the Pirates. Good swing by Alyssa Baird there, the first year out of Troutdale, Oregon. And Kremer's back to serve for the Pirates. Almost a little overeager there, but the ref now signals that she's ready for play. Kremer drops that onto Kushina's arms. Holmer sets it back to Kushina. That's off the Pirate wall. Massey sets Kushina again. She takes a little off that one. The Pirates have an attack coming back, but it's off the net. Oh, they say it's deflected by the Whitman wall and out of bounds. Not seeing any argument from the Whitman defenders. So that's a point to the Pirates, now trailing by 1, 7-6. Little short serve, drops to Lily Thompson. Big swing there by Addie Belt. I believe the net violation there called on the Pirates. And that's side out to the Blues, as Addie will serve now. 2. Drives that cross court. Good dig by Addie there. Kushina with a big swing, but that's rejected back by the combination. McKenzie and Baird, I believe, was in on that as well. Couple of subs in here for the Pirates, including Josephine Thompson, who's back to serve now for the Pirates as they're down 1. Bartok's pass goes askew, but Massey chases it down. Free ball here for the Pirates. It's set across, nicely blocked by the Whitman wall. The long driving shot there. Oh, big block there from Lindsay Short. Not aptly named at 6'1". She sends that ball back to the Whitman side for the point to Whitworth, and it's all knotted up at 8. Thompson to serve again for the Pirates. Big looping serve to the sideline. The Blues scramble but are unable to field that. Blues just a little uneven tonight on receive of serve. When they get that first pass controlled and get the ball in the hands of their setter, they're having great success. Gashina's attack sails wide, unfortunately. Coach Helm wants a timeout as the Blues are now down 2, and he needs to talk about it. A really similar pattern to set number 2. The Blues out to an early lead and then are unable to hold on as the Pirates are now up 2. And Coach Helm wants to talk about it. Today's game is being brought to you by Flow College, the essential destination for college conference partners in Division 1, 2, and 3, which packages event live streams and rich editorial content into one accessible product. It is the leader in streaming for Division 2 and 3 sports and the #1 provider of women's sports at these levels with more than 9,000 games slated for the 2025-2026 season. With Flow College, subscribers have the most comprehensive and personalized access to select college conferences, schools, and teams across all leading web, mobile, and connected TV applications. All right. Well, we're seeing a tale of 2 matches here for the Blues when they're in system, passing the ball well into the hands of their setter, Massey, for most of this match so far. A few points for Malia Ferraro. And she's getting the opportunity to set her attackers. We're seeing really nice success for the Blues, but just the raw number of opportunities in that second set was just too low. And so far in this third set here, after that initial surge, the Blues again struggling to find good attacks. So they need to turn that around as the Pirates are ready to put the ball back into play. Okay, overpass, nice recovery there by Lily Thompson to alertly block that return from the Pirates. Gashina flicks it over the wall and to the floor. Josephine Thompson goes to the wood to try and dig that ball out, but is unsuccessful. And Whitman gets a much-needed side out as Arena will serve now. The Blues down 1. The cross-court attack really dug nicely by Addie Belt. And Bartok just plays it over. The Pirates another opportunity here. And that big swing from Lindsay Short is cross and down for the Pirate point. Cram will go to the sideline and Nakembo will check back in for Whitworth. Alyssa Baird back to serve for the Pirates. That attack from Homer is sent back. Back set to Belt off the top of the net. And now Whitworth has an attempt. They're going to call the carry there on Akembo. And that will be side out to the Blues as we'll see the double substitution. Herman in for Bartok. And Fogliani in for Lily Thompson. And Fogliani will serve. Blues trailing just 1. Still in great position here in set number 3. Fogliani drives that one deep middle. Nice swing there from, that was Riley Harnden, the sophomore from Kashmir. Fogliani unable to dig the attack out. And it's a side out back to the Pirates, where libero Breezy Dodson is back to serve. It was a good pass from Gashina. Moana tries the little sneak attack. Handled nicely by the Pirates. That ball sails outside the antenna and out of bounds for the point to the Pirates. Pirates now up 3. Blues again needing to clean things up a little bit. Play to their strengths. Good eye there on Gashina. Almost. The instincts to let that ball go could not be easy, but she makes the right choice and pulls back. It's side out to the Blues as Moana Massey will serve now. The Blues with a 2-point deficit. Little miscommunication there at the front line as the set is not where Kremer thinks it's going to be, and she's forced to swing and miss. Felt a little like the Mariners last night, unfortunately. And Massey will serve again. Blues trailing by just 1. Another, perhaps not quite in sync there on the Whitworth front line. That attack is into the net and down, and it's all knotted up at 13. As Massey now serving again, trying to give the Blues the lead. Good scramble by Massey there. Wow, another nice scramble. Oh, Addie Belt almost put that into the back corner. Oh boy, a little rough, ragged around the edges point there. Both teams totally out of system. As we see a couple of substitutions here for the Pirates, including Maya Rodriguez, who's back in to serve. And we've seen her do damage on her serve. Pirates 1-point leaders here at 14-13. Kushina fields that one nicely. Massey, slight overset on Herman, but she's able to get a hand on it. And her attack catches the Whitworth defenders a little off balance. And it's side out to the Blues. Sammy Holmer now back on serve with the game all knotted up at 14. Let's see if she can put the hurt on the Pirates the way she did the first time through with her serve. And that attack from the Pirates sails long. And the Blues are back in front by a point. Rotation 1 has been kind to the Blues tonight. Homer's serve has been really effective. Big swing dug out beautifully by Massey. Akimbo's attack had a lot of pace on it, but Moana was in the right spot. Wow, that ball just painted the back corner there for Whitworth. Just a nicely struck ball. Cram back to serve now for Whitworth. Great swing by Kendall Herman. Rachel Cram unable to dig that attack out, and it's a side out to the Blues. Fogliani will check in, and then immediately back out. Lily Thompson's in. Bartok served deep. Massey fields that one. Bartok sets Belt. Nice dig by the Pirate libero there. And a nice attack from Lauren Kremer, 6'1" junior from Snoqualmie. And she'll go back to serve as it's all knotted up at 16. Drops shallow. Sammy Homer to her knees to get that one. And that attack by Addie Belt is off the Whitworth wall, but down on the Whitworth side of the net for the side out to the Blues. And Belt will now serve. Blues up 1. Good block there by the right side. Belt to Massey. Kushina with a swing from back. That flick by Alyssa Baird doesn't make it over the net. And it's a point for the Blues. Now 2-point lead at 18-16. And Coach Bodecker wants a timeout, with the Blues now stretching it out to a 2-point advantage. She doesn't want it to get out of hand here in the late goings in set number 3. Visit www.whitmanblues.com for all your up-to-date information on Whitman Athletics, including current team schedules and student-athlete features. Also follow Whitman Athletics on X, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. All right, good, exciting action here in set number 3. A bit uneven at times. So we've seen some ragged play and we've seen some sharp play. The Blues really thriving in system. And they can get the ball in the hands of Moana Massey in a position to make a good, clean set to one of her attackers. The Blues are really succeeding. Blues also serving the ball really, really well, particularly Homer. She continued to rack up points on her serve here in this third set. Whitman crowd urging on their team as the Blues return to the court. And Belt is back to serve. And here we go. Good swing there by Riley Harnden there for the Pirates. Josephine Thompson back to serve for Whitworth. Too many errors on serve receive here by the Blues. Bartok and Belt not on the same page as who's going to go for that ball early on, and Belt dives but is unable to field it cleanly. There's a nice receive by Holmer. A little roll attack by Gushina. Handled. Massey. That pass sailed really close to the net. Wasn't much she could do but try to put it over, and it gets rejected by the Whitworth defenders. And it's a point to the Pirates, who are now up one after scoring 3 straight here out of the timeout. That one lofts across to Bartok. And a miss alignment there between Massey and Lily Thompson. Thompson unable to get a swing on the ball. And that error puts it 2-point advantage now for the Pirates, up 20-18. Now is when you need your clean attacks. That attack sent back by the Whitworth wall, but nicely handled there by Whitman. They're going to get a free look at this one. Bartok to Massey, back sets Lily Thompson on the running attack, dug out nicely by Whitworth. We're calling a net violation on the Pirates. Good break there for the Blues. They needed that break as they take the side out, and Arena serves. The Blues now down 1, 19-20. And that service winner to the floor. Libero Breezy Dodson unable to dig that out. The Whitman servers have been really going at the Pirate Liberos. Big swing, but boy, that's dug beautifully by Whitman. Bartok gets that one to Massey, who sets Belt. Belt with the long attack, dug out by Dodson. That swing, little assist from the net, unable to be fielded by Belt. And it's a side out to Whitworth. Whitworth now a 1-point edge, 21-20 here in the late going of set number 3. It's crunch time, and the Blues need to get the side out right back. Alyssa Baird serving. Overpass there by Belt on the receive of serve. And it's put down to the floor by the Pirates. Can't afford those kind of mistakes here in the late going. Coach Helm wants a timeout. Need to get those cleaned up. We've had a 2-point advantage and now 2-point trailers here in the late going. So we want to see all those little receive errors cleaned up and better opportunities on the Whitman attacking side. We want to thank the W Club for its support of Whitman student athletes and athletic programs. The W Club exists to enhance excellence in varsity athletics and the student athlete experience, as well as help fund assistant coaches, international travel, and operating expenses. Head over to www.whitmanblues.com to make a donation or to become a W Club member. Well, hard-fought action here in set number 3. It's early Whitman edge, and then the Pirates come surging back and then been trading off back and forth. Most leads by just 1 or 2 points. So nip and tuck, but the Blues really need to get a side out here at down 22-20. The ball in the hands of Alyssa Baird serving for the Pirates. As the horn sounds, teams get in position. And the ref blows ready to play. That falls to Addie Belt. Good pass to Massey. Swing by Holmer, rejected by the Whitworth wall. That attack by Belt doesn't make it over the net. And it's now a tougher hole for Whitman. Down 3, 23-20. Ball in the hands of the Pirates server. Alyssa Baird puts the ball into play. Massey sets Holmer. That ball is dug out. We're going to get a relatively easy look at it here for the Blues. Holmer to swing again. Dug out by Baird. Good reach there by Addie Belt to save that one. That's called a double hit. Or nope, it's called outside the antenna. Excuse me, I believe that went outside the antenna. And it is now set point to the Pirates. Holmer with the little roll attack. The Pirates just forced to get the ball back over and play, though. Ooh, that one comes right back from the Pirates. Little frontline chaos here. Holmer takes a swing, but it's dug out. Holmer going to get another look at it. That's rejected by the Whitworth wall, but out of bounds. And a much-needed side out to the Blues. As we see Herman back in, and for the first time this match, we see Nadia Shepard in for the Blues, sophomore out of Vancouver, Washington, and she will serve for Whitman as Thompson and Bartok go to the sidelines. Nadia Shepard puts the ball in play. Little scramble for Whitworth. That ball just sent over by the Pirates. Set to Belt. Ragged dig there, and that's going to be unsuccessful by the Pirates getting that over the net in 3. And that's a point to the Blues. 2-point trailers now, 24-22. Shepard to serve again for Whitman. Drives that ball deep. Macumbo just rolls it over the blockers. Oh, boy. I believe that was a net. Well, they're going to give that to, yes, that point goes to the Blues. And there's a timeout on the floor now. It's just a 1-point game, 24-23. That was a net violation there, I believe, by the Pirates. Well, it doesn't get much closer than this. The Blues 1-point trailers and serving at 23-24. Got to win this next point here on Shepard's serve out of the timeout. Okay, the Pirates back on the court. Or partially back on the court. Short a player. Well, they figured that out. As Lindsay Short was the player they were short. And the Blues out on the court. It's Holmer, Massey, Belt, Herman, Kushina, and serving Nadia Shepard. Shepard catches her foot on that serve. Oh, no. And it sails out of bounds. And the service error gives set number 3 to Whitworth. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. You could see her kind of stumble a little bit on the run up to that serve. And, boy, that's a bummer. But you just got to wipe it from your mind, reset, come back for set 4. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the action. Welcome back to the Sherwood Center, where on the George Ball court, the Battle of the Wits continues. Whitworth now up 2-1 after taking a nail-biter in set 3, 25-23 on a really tough service error there on the last point from Whitman. But you got to tear off the rear view mirror and look forward and just fight for set number 4 now. Another tough attacking set for the Blues, only 9 kills against 8 hitting errors. And where they came out of the first set hitting 244, they're now hitting just 106 for the game. 30 kills and 16 errors on 132 attacks. The Pirates, 42 kills against 18 errors for the match so far on 144 total attacks, hitting 167, which is below their season average for sure. For the season, they're hitting 195. For the Blues, Gushina leads the way with 10 kills, Addie Belt with 7, Sammy Homer with 6, Lily Thompson with 4, and Kendall Herman with 3. For the Pirates, Okembo with 9, Lindsay Short with 8, Alyssa Baird with 7, Lauren Kremer with 8, Paige McKenzie with 5, Riley Harnden with 4, and Josephine Thompson with 1. So just a multi-headed monster there for the Pirates on the attack. So many weapons that they can throw at you. It's really hard to defend. But things are even on the blocking side, 5 blocks each. So the Blues doing what they can against that Whitworth attack. And we'll see if they can get the mojo back here in set number 4. The Blues will have the serve first. And this time Massey's going to serve to lead things off in set number 4. So here we go as we wait the refs to whistle play. She signals good to go, and Massey bounces the ball a little more delicately than Sammy Homer does. And I'm not sure why the Pirates just watched that ball fall to the ground, but they do. Riley Harnden there just kind of watched it bounce at her feet, and nobody seemed to want to take responsibility for it. It's a point to the Blues. Massey drives that one a little deeper. This time the Pirates choose to field it, and Akembo reminds people of what the Pirate attack is capable of with the big swing to get the side out. Libero Breezy Dodson back to serve now for the Pirates. And miscommunication by the Blues side as Bartok and Gushina watch that ball bounce between the two of them. So more ragged play here in the Battle of the Wits early in set number 4 as Dodson serves again. This time Homer gets it to Massey. And that attack with a little assist from the net kind of rolls down the net, and it's deflected out of bounds by the Pirates. Side out to the Blues with Homer to serve now. 2-all. Homer drives that one deep. Good recovery there on the Akembo attack. Oh, and a second big attack there. Lauren Kremer drives that home. A lot of size on that Whitworth front line there. Getting good swings on that. And Maya Rodriguez now into the game. Her serve has been incredibly effective for the Pirates tonight. Homer gets a nice receive on that one. That's rejected by the Whitworth wall. Another attack from Gushina sent back by the Whitworth wall, but the Blues scramble, recover, get the ball in play. And that big swing by Akembo there. The Blues need to be careful here. That Whitworth attack is finding its groove here in the early goings of set number 4. Pirates now serving with a 2-point lead. Short serve handled by Gushina. That swing by Lily Thompson is dug out. Pirates get it over. Massey sets Gushina with the little flick attack, and the Pirates unable to adapt. And that falls to the floor. As we'll see, Nadia Shepard come in again to serve. Kendall Herman back in the game as well. Shepard serving. Blues down just one, 3-4. Big driving serve from Shepard there. Akembo can't handle it. Service winner there for the Blues. That had as much pop as any serve we've seen in the building tonight. Shepard really putting some pace behind that one. Nice comeback attack there by the Pirate front line. And it's a side out to Whitworth. Cram checks in for the Pirates and she'll serve. Pirates up one. Kushina with a nice receive there. Back set to Belt. But that deflects and falls to the floor on the Whitman side of the net, inbounds for a Pirate point. (6-4). Kushina, big swing on that, but it sails wide of the sideline, untouched by the Pirates. And it's another point for Whitworth, and Rachel Cram back to serve once more. Now 7-4 Whitworth. That set is not to any Whitman attacker, unfortunately. Belt's forced to run forward and poke it over the net. And Coach Helm wants a timeout to talk about this as the Whitman Blues find themselves in a 4-point hole here early in set number 4. Down 8-4. The ball still in Whitworth's hands. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in just a second. Welcome back to the Sherwood Center for the Battle of the Wits. We're in the 4th set. Pirates have a 4-point edge and a 2-1 lead here. Whitman with some work to do. Clearly wanting to send this to set number 5. Pirates back on the court. Blues coming out now. Pirates on a little mini run here as Blues need to break the momentum, get the serve back. And the ball's in play. Another tough line call. That attack from Herman is called out by the line judge. Some of the Whitman crowd has some questions about it, but it's a point to the Pirates. Kushina makes no doubts about that one, driving that one to the floor. Best swing she's had here in a while. Would like to see that. Side out back to Whitman as Addie Belt back to serve now. Blues trailing by 4. A little roll attack there from the Pirates. Massey sets Kushina again. That's roofed by the Whitworth defenders. And it's back down on the Whitman side for side out to the Pirates. Breezy Dodson checks out. And Lauren Kremer back to serve for the Pirates. Big looping serve received by Sammy Holmer. Kendall Herman takes a swing at that one. Fielded by Whitworth. That one off the Whitman front line. Sammy Holmer unable to track it down. And it's another point to the Pirates. Pirates by 5 now. We're seeing Kushina get a break. And Bella Vickers checking in for Whitman for the first time. Holmer, nice pass on that one. And Herman makes no ifs, ands, or buts about that swing. Driving that ball cleanly to the ground for the Whitman side out. Vickers now serving for the Blues. She pokes that one short. The back set nicely dug by Vickers into the rafters. Addie fields it, and it's put over by Jamie Bartok. Gives a big swing from Alyssa Baird on the Pirate side of the net, keeping it inbounds. Thompson and Short in for the Pirates. Josephine Thompson back to serve. Vickers fields that one. Over to Sammy Holmer, who gets a nice swing on it. Whitworth forced to just play this one over. Massey now sets Holmer. The little roll attack, the dive to the floor by Thompson. Bartok goes to the floor for that one. A little battle at the net. Still in play. Massey again setting behind her to Herman. Herman with the little flick attack around the Whitworth wall. Succeeds for the point. We see Lily Thompson back to the lineup. As Bartok now serving. Blues down just 4, 11-7. Needing to string a few points together here. And that's not going to get it done. As Riley Harnden puts that away for the Pirates. And Blessed Okembo back in for the Pirates. And Alyssa Baird back to serve. 5-point edge now for the Pirates. Service error there. That's much needed break. That one doesn't make it over the net. The Blues need to take advantage of this opportunity here. We're back to Moana Massey has the serve back in her hands now, and let's see if she can find some momentum for the Blues here. That roll attack, dive to the floor by Bartok to field that. Holmer puts a nice swing on it, but it's dug out by Whitworth. And Okembo slams that ball. Vickers unable to control the dig. And it's a side out to the Pirates. Libero Breezy Dodson serving now for Whitworth. 6-point leaders. Blues really need to rein this in. Ref saying that attack didn't make it over the net on 3. 4 hits called, and it's another point to the Pirates. Sammy rolls it over the front line attacker, but we have a net violation here on the Pirates. Holmer now back to serve for the Blues. Blues trailing 6, needing to string some points together. Little possibly a carry there by the Pirates. That big swing by Belt, fielded by the Pirates. Good judgment there by the Blues to let that one sail along. All right, a much needed point there for the Blues on their serve. Now down 5, 14-9. Let's see if Holmer can, see if the Blues can string together some points on Sammy's serve. Okembo gets a nice swing on that one, but nicely handled by the Whitman defenders. Quick attack, nice dive there by Massey. Sammy forced to just put the ball over. Another set coming to Okembo. Dug out again by Holmer. Goodness gracious. That attack by Short blocked. Okembo puts it back over. This one dug by Belt. Vickers, her attack comes back. Massey sets Sammy in the back line. That flicks off the net, but the dive to the floor by Dodson. That one blocked by Blues to the floor, and Whitman wins that marathon point. Wow, that was much needed by the Blues. Holy mackerel. Just a lot of scrambling play by both teams for that point. Everybody needs to take a few deep breaths as Holmer's back to serve again. Now it's a 4-point deficit for the Blues. Dodson to the floor for that serve. Nice deflection by the Whitman wall. Massey's going to set Vickers. Vickers puts the ball down for a kill. That one was about placement, not pace. And Coach Bodecker wants a timeout to talk about this as the Blues have closed it to a 3-point margin. All right, well played by the Blues. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
My name is Kane Ryan. I am a junior biochemistry, biophysics, and molecular biology major, and I am a fish culture technician at the CTUIR's Muscle and Lamprey Lab. I think growing up in the Pacific Northwest, just being surrounded by so many streams.
Welcome back to George Ball Court at the Sherwood Center, where it's getting closer here in set number 4. The Blues now 3-point trailers and serving in the 4th set. Whitworth leads 2-1. Blues play at home again on Friday against Linfield, and then next weekend home against Lewis and Clark and George Fox. So lots of volleyball action coming up here in the next 10 days in the Sherwood, 10 or 12 days in the Sherwood Center. Teams back on the court. The horn sounds. And Sammy is ready to serve. Kembo with that one is dug out nicely by Massey. Vickers with another deep attack, but that's handled by the Whitworth defenders. Bartok sets up Belt. Her attack is off the Whitworth back line. Baird unable to handle that. And we're on a nice little run here for the Blues. It's a 2-point deficit as Holmer is back to serve again. The most effective rotation has seen Holmer serving tonight, that's for sure, in every set. That attack fails for the Pirates, unable to get it over the net. And it's now just a 1-point deficit for Whitman. Really good resilience here by the Blues. Holmer's ready to put the ball in play again. Driving it back to Dodson. Little flick attack. Massey to her knees to handle that one. Bartok to Vickers. Big swing coming from Akembo. Coach Helm does not like that call at all. We see some subs, but his protestations land on deaf ears here as it's side out to Whitworth. And Rodriguez is back to serve for the Pirates. 16-14. That serve, or that attack from Thompson right on the line. We'll get no arguments on that call. And it's back to Whitman now, 1-point trailer, and Nadia Shepard back to serve. Looking for another one of those missiles with pace that she put on it during her last time around. That one's deep and past the end line. Unfortunately, not what was needed there. She's going to sub out. Bartok will sub back in. It's now a 2-point edge for the Pirates. Rachel Cram is back to serve for Whitworth. Handled by Holmer. Nice pass to Massey, who back sets Belt. It's off the Whitworth blockers and down for the Whitman side out. Nice swing with that left arm by Addie Belt. And she'll go back to serve as the Blues back trailing by 1, 16-17. Belt cross court. Massey handles that one. Bartok back set to Vickers off the Whitworth wall. Massey sets Belt. That comes back off the Whitworth blockers. That was either Kremer or Baird, I'm not sure which, but one of them got a hand on that and sent it back at the Blues. And the Pirates take a 2-point lead and the serve. Lauren Kremer back to serve now for Whitworth. Holmer, slight overpass, but the Pirates aren't ready for it. And it falls off the front line hands and to the floor. We'll take a side out to Whitworth, and Bella Vickers back to serve. Back to a 1-point deficit for Whitman. Off the Whitman wall. Little scramble. That has to get over, but the Blues are unable to rein that one in. Tough break there for Whitman. Substitutions now on the Whitworth side of the net as Short and Thompson return, and Thompson will serve for Whitworth. They've had good success on her serve tonight. A little conversation here between the scorers table and the officials getting the scoreboard right. It is 2-point edge for Whitworth, 19-17. Belt fields that one to Massey, setting Holmer. Holmer's attack is dug out on the back line by Cram. That dug out by Vickers. That ball double hit is called there, because that ball ended up going over the net. It went out of bounds anyway. And it's now a 3-point edge for the Pirates. Blues need to arrest this momentum right now. That's a tough break as that takes the net tape and just kind of rolls over the net. Coach Helm wants a timeout. 4-point lead now for Whitworth in the late going of set number 4. Blues need to regroup and do so quickly. Many thanks to the W Club for its support of our Whitman student athletes and athletics programs. The W Club exists to enhance excellence in varsity athletics and the student athlete experience, as well as help fund assistant coaches, international travel, and operating expenses. Head over to www.whitmanblues.com to make a donation or to become a member. It is well and truly crunch time for the Blues now here late in set 4 as we wind down this timeout. Pirates 21, Blues 17. The ball in the hands of Josephine Thompson for the Pirates on the serve. The Pirate attack has been effective in this rotation for sure. We've racked up quite a few points on Thompson's serve. Blues are back on the court as the horn sounds. The crowd wakes up, trying to cheer the Blues on to victory. Awkward receive there by Vickers. Unfortunately, Blues are unable to control that, and it's now digging to be done here with a 5-point deficit in the late goings of set number 4. Thompson puts the ball in play again. Vickers, that one's scrambled by the rest of the Blues. Now the Pirates scrambling a little, but they get a big paw on that, and it falls to the floor for a successful attack. We're going to see Gushina return now to the lineup. Going to sub in for Vickers. It's now a 6-point hole for Whitman here in the late going of set number 4. That serve comes right to Arena, who makes a beautiful pass to Moana. And there we go. That's what we needed, that clean pass to the set, getting the attack in system. Sammy Holmer getting a big clean swing on that, deflecting off the Whitworth wall and out of bounds. Thompson returns to the lineup. Bartok returns to the lineup. Blues down 5 as Bartok puts the ball in play. Dodson receives. Big swing there for Lindsay Short in the middle of the Whitworth front line. And the Pirates now are at match point, 24-18 here in set number 4. Alyssa Baird, first year from Troutdale, Oregon, back to serve for the Pirates. She lobs a deep one to Gushina, to Massey. Lily Thompson with the cross-court attack. Pirates forced to scramble a little bit. Wow, awkward play. And that ball sails out of bounds to the side, and that's the match, folks. The Pirates 25-18 in set number 4. So after taking the opening set 25-21, the Blues then fall 3 straight after that, 25-16, 25-23, and 25-18. So good battle against the strong Pirate team, but the Blues unable to close it out. We're going to take a quick break. We'll see if we get some game-ending statistics. We have not had much luck with game-ending statistics, so If you don't hear from me again tonight, we will be back on Friday evening versus Linfield. Game time 7 o'clock Pacific, as it's a really important game to win. The Blues now 6-5 in conference. They're a full game out of 4th place. Going to need a good victory against Linfield, who's breathing down their neck in the standings. Then the following weekend, Halloween weekend, we have 2 home games against teams well below us in the standings, Lewis and Clark and George Fox, teams at the bottom of the rankings. So Blues looking to line up a few wins here in a row over the coming days. All right, it looks like maybe we are going to get some final statistics. So we'll be right back, and I can give you a recap of what we saw. Okay, we're back at the Sherwood Center for a look at the final statistics. Again, Whitworth the winner tonight, dropping the first set 21-25, but then taking sets 2, 3, and 4, 25-16, 25-23, 25-18. The Pirates getting the better end of the attacking statistics, of course, when all is said and done. 55 kills against 20 hitting errors on 181 total attacks. Total hitting percentage 193. The Blues 42 kills against 23 errors on 175 total attacks, hitting just 109 for the match. That's ultimately what did the Blues in. They weren't able to attack effectively. When you look at those numbers in the first set, when they hit over 200, they obviously came out of that set on top. So like to see that cleaned up. 2 Blues in double figures from the kill side of the spectrum. Gushina with 12 kills against 9 errors on the night. Addie Belt, a cleaner line, 10 kills against 4 errors, hitting 188 on the night. Sammy Holmer, 9 kills against 3 errors, hitting 167. Both Lily Thompson and Kendall Herman ending up with 5 kills on the night, and a single kill to Bella Vickers as well. On the Whitworth side, 3 double figures attackers. Okembo with 13, Baird with 13, and Kremer with 10. So strong performance by the Pirates. Credit to them. Whitman will look to turn it around on Friday night against Linfield, and we'll look forward to talking to you then. Until then, I am Jay Kratulis. It's been a pleasure to be with you here tonight as Battle of the Wits goes the way of the Pirates. Thanks. Go Blues. See you on Friday.